let me take a moment to acknowledge the anniversary of Norm's passing. October 29th marked 26 years. I hope you're enjoying listening to these on that great radio in the sky as much as I enjoyed producing them. Now, from the sublime to the ridiculous, we are back for another dive into Norm Nathan's Vault of Silliness. This time, it's a dumb birthday game from November 3rd, 1991, which, borrowing a phrase from the game, is titled The Night of 200 Wolfies. We start with the lovely show open and some lottery numbers. We break for some commercials, which I will list in just a bit, and then the sweet sounds of the dumb birthday game theme. Our players are Paul in Stoughton, Jimmy from Winthrop, Norma from the North End, Constance in Weymouth, our old friend Jack from Laconia, New Hampshire. I'm producing and in studio, and there's some tension between Norm and I. And Lou Ianazzo in traffic, who is clearly also known as Lou Ambrosino. The birthdays with all the sound effects. Bob Feller, Charles Bronson, Michael Dukakis, Ken Berry, Roseanne Barr Arnold at the time, James Reston, Adam Ant, and one from November 5th, Roy Rogers. And wait till you hear where he's currently located. We are giving thanks early for the cornucopia of commercial content. Florine Mark for Weight Watchers. Call for Action and the Mass Bar Association promo for Ask the Lawyer. Resolve Stop Smoking Kit with Steve Allen. Tom and Russ for J&C Adams Doors, Windows, and Stuff, all voiced by Peter Mead. Join WBZ and Jordan Marsh for an evening to benefit Children's Hospital at the Enchanted Village at Downtown Crossing. Carpet Giant. Our good buddy Patrick Palladino Jr. of Winchester, Mass. for Gold Bond, and Keep It in Your Sneaker. Other highlights. I guess we lost Thanksgiving, but it was recently found down in Cohasset. A half-hearted Jack Benny makes an appearance. Norma does an excellent impression of a wind tunnel, and later, Norm adds his own sound effects. Norm reveals he was filling out his letter of resignation during the game. Players wish me a long and happy marriage. Norm adds if it's an unhappy marriage, it'll seem a whole lot longer. Norm was prophetic about that. Okay. Norm makes a bold statement regarding this particular game. He also gives some insider information on where and how Bob Raleigh stores and accesses his pens. I get to feel the power of ending a call. And we end the game with a cryptic message from Paul. Norm fills the time before the news with the weather and tells us about a new program starting that very Sunday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. Neil Chayette and Looking at the Law. It was replacing Dr. Howard Smith, who had hightailed it to the West Coast. Norm sends it to news after he teases us with a history question. The news sounder segues nicely into the traffic sounder and a report from Lou Ianazzo. A very moving AccuWeather forecast with Dave Bowers and Norm trying to sound like he's on public radio. This all gives way to another show open, and Norm gives the answer to that pre-news question. Episode 111, The Night of 200 Wolfies, races its way to your streaming devices in 3, 2, and 1.
Norm Nathan, he's the talk of the town. Lift you up when you're down. Norm Nathan on WBZ in Boston.
Okay, we're going to, whoop. Here's Norm, yeah. I mustn't talk over that part. That's nice, okay. Let me do the lottery numbers, okay? And then we'll in just about a minute or so, we'll play the birthday game. Massachusetts daily lottery number was 7895. Megabucks 4, 10, 18, 21, 36, and 37. And Tri-State daily 274 6393. Tri-State Megabucks 19, 20, 21, 30, 35, and 38. Rhode Island Daily 7828. Rhode Island Lottabucks 8, 13, 17, 19, and 20. And in Connecticut, the Daily 908 and 7210. And the not the Mass Day. We already did that. Okay, now that's it. Thank you very much. You're okay.
Can you believe that they're almost here, those wonderful holidays? And they're calling to you. They're saying, eat, drink, and be merry. But are you ready? How about those nasty numbers that have been popping up on your scale lately? Do you feel like covering up and hiding while everyone else is having a good time? Or do you feel bad about yourself because you're just not in control? Then we'd better talk. Hi, I'm Florine Mark of Weight Watchers, and I know you can make this holiday season happy instead of stressful. Join Weight Watchers now, and we'll help you get the weight off and get you in control. You'll be ready for whatever comes your way because we know that you've got it in you to get it off you, and we'll show you how. Right now, you can join Weight Watchers for only $10. That's right, only $10. That's a savings of over 60%. If you join now, you'll be saying Happy Holidays and really meaning it. Call Weight Watchers today.
Call 320-9240 or toll free 800-487-4777.
Do you have a legal problem? Do you know your rights if you want to cancel a contract? Is a lawyer's assistance necessary when buying a house or signing a lease? What do you do if you're not happy with your present lawyer? WBZ AM 1030's Call for Action and the Massachusetts Bar Association are sponsoring Ask the Lawyer, Wednesday, November 13th and Thursday, November 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. Call for free confidential legal advice, 787-2300, 787-2300. Call WBZ's Call for Action.
Play the dum 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 birthday game. You don't need skill, you don't have to be a brain. You just call Norm to play the dumb birthday game. Play the dumb birthday game.
There's such pretty voices, and they say things like the dumb birthday game. Sounds kind of incongruous, doesn't it? Anyway, thank you very much, and we are playing that with Paul from Stoughton. Hi, Paul.
Good morning, Normie, baby.
Hey, Paul, baby. Hey. And Jimmy, who's out in Winthrop.
Hi, Norm.
How you doing, Jim?
Good, thanks.
Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
And we're nice to have you with us, too, Norma.
Am I surrounded by men tonight?
Yes, you are, man. I hope you'll control yourself and not act silly like you sometimes do when you're surrounded by men.
I'll try.
Okay, as a matter no, you're surrounded by men, but there is another woman named Constance is with us from Weymouth. Hi, Constance.
Good morning, Mommy.
Good morning, Constance. You and Norma against the crowd.
Good. Well, that's fun.
Oh, that's a cackle that has all kinds of meaning in it. Anyway, Jack is with us from Laconia, New Hampshire. Hi, Jack.
Hi, Norm. How are you? Yeah, I hear you found Thanksgiving Day, huh?
Yes, we found it. It was down in Cohasset.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
where it was?
yeah. I don't know. Somebody must have walked off with it.
Yeah.
But it's back in custody again, so we're okay. We also have Tony with us. Tony?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hello, Tony.
Hi, Tony. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning.
Are you talking to Norm again? That's good.
Well,
I didn't. Well,
yeah, it's not a friendly kind of
No.
talk. It's just a kind of somewhat restrained, but
It's a business kind of.
yeah, it's just kind of business. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. We don't talk on a social level. We may one day, but I'm not sure. And here's Lou Ianazzo is with us also. Hi, Lou.
He's playing in traffic.
Yeah, hey, he may be playing traffic. Lou, are you there? You going to play the game with us?
Yo, Lou.
I'll double check with Lou. Hold the phone.
Hold the phone. Okay.
All right, we're holding the phone.
Okay, we're holding the phone.
He's washing tiles.
Okay, because there's no sense in my giving out a name of. There are a lot of people, incidentally, who were born on November 3rd, this very day. So anybody who was born on this day is surrounded by some very well-known people. No. And we get to when the
Traffic Network. Hello.
Oh, are you there? I'm sorry, you there? Oh, I'm sorry. He's on the phone. This is you're hearing behind the scenes stuff, and it certainly is boring, isn't it?
Is this like the NBC tour?
The NBC tour, yeah, that's right. You're seeing what goes on, what people don't normally see.
Right here, Norm.
Okay.
I'm
good
right
enough.
here.
Okay, good enough, Lo. Now
Okay.
we have a full contingent of folks now. Let me start out with the Hall of Famer and a man who was.
You still there?
Pardon me?
Yeah.
I've got
No.
nothing going right now.
What?
Okay.
See you later. Bye bye.
I'm sorry.
Lou's making a date for
Is-
5
yeah.
this morning.
Lou's making a date.
I'm sorry. What's going on here? Is
He's there.
Lou is playing. with
I'm
us.
here right now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I can hear you
okay.
fine. Why is Tony talking? Why are you talking, Tony?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, Tony's coming in really clear.
Don't let that
I'm on a mic tonight.
Okay, let's start with Bob Feller, who's a Hall of Famer and who was a pitcher during my youth, and one of the first big leaguers I remember ever even hearing about with his fastball. I don't know that they used to measure fastballs now like they do now. So I just assume it went about 8,000 miles an hour if they registered it. He was something. Paul, how old is Bob Feller? He was born November 3rd. How many years ago?
Well, you throw me a real curveball there.
Hey.
I'd say 64.
Okay. Jimmy, what do you think?
Oh, let's see. Bob Feller. I'm going to go with 67.
Okay. What do you think, Norma?
Oh, boy, I remember hearing of him when I was younger. I'm going to say up in the 70s. I'm going to say 73.
73. Okay. What do you think, Jack?
76.
76.
Yeah.
Constance?
I'll say 74.
Tony?
75.
And what do you think, Lou?
70. I'll go with 73.
73, same as Norma. Okay, let's find out now how old Bob Feller is in actuality. Bob Feller is actually 73 years old
Oh, my gosh.
today.
Oh.
That means Norma and Lou
Wow.
both hit it.
Lucky guess.
Yeah, lucky
Yeah,
guess.
it was.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't ground out on that one.
Oh, that was a foul ball.
You were all struck out.
That was the best one.
Yeah, good for you.
Pretty fast there.
All a bunch of foul balls, all of them. Anyway, Bob Feller used to, because was a pitcher with the Cleveland Indians during a
19.
period when they was he number 19?
Yes, he was.
And Hank Greenberg played the same time, did he not?
Not on Yom Kippur.
Not on Yom Kippur, but he played during the same years, did he not? As Bob Feller?
Yes, he did.
Excuse me, I just went into a
That was
coughing
lucky.
spell.
I'm not even a real big sports fan.
Well, you hit it there. Charles Bronson. Let's start with Lou on that one.
Oh.
The actor Charles Bronson, who just he just lost his wife, didn't he? Jill Ireland.
Yeah,
Who just died just a short time ago.
Yeah.
Charles, I always wondered how come Charles Bronson got to be the big star he is. He sort of has one expression in all his movies.
A scowl.
Yeah, a scowl and sort of a look of blankness, a blank look almost.
Norm?
Scowl is when he's really acting.
Norm,
Yes.
if you had a look like he did and carried the weapons that he does, would you as a director say no?
I never thought of it that way.
Well, see.
Let's move on.
Yes. I don't quite know what that means.
There's
Does he
something
look that? Because
sexy
he doesn't
about
look that
him,
vicious.
Norm.
Doesn't look that vicious to me. Anyway, Lou, what do you think? How old is Charles Bronson?
I'll say 66.
Okay, and Tony, what do you think?
He's 64 now.
64 years old on this very day.
I'm almost sure of that. He may be a little bit younger.
Okay,
Not too much, though.
what do you think, Constance?
65.
Jack?
61.
Norma?
I'm going with Jack, 61.
Okay. And what do you think, Jimmy?
Hey, Charles Bronson is 64.
I
You're
guess
saying
that
the
was an
same-
imitation, I guess.
Yeah, same as... Was that... Do that again, then, Jimmy. I missed
No,
it.
forget it. That's done.
Okay, you guessed the
That's
same
pretty
as... Your guess was the same as what Tony said, 64.
Right.
And Paul?
59.
59.
Forget about Paul. He's wrong.
Okay.
Well, good night,
I'll tell you
guys.
the truth. We're going to check his age, and I'll tell you you're all wrong.
I don't know the connotation of this, though.
Did we all overbid?
Okay, now the significance of that, Tony, was what?
None.
None. No significance at all.
Nope.
Just a bugle call.
Exactly.
Did
Okay.
we all overbid on this?
You underbid. Charles Bronson today is 70.
Oh, my
70.
goodness.
Wow.
No, that's wrong.
No, he's 70 years
That's
old.
wrong.
That's wrong, Norm.
Let me check again. No, 70
If he wasn't
years old.
64, he was 64 last year, and he'd be 65.
No, but you don't understand the way Charles Bronson figures his age.
Okay.
No, anyway,
Wrinkle
I
by
don't know.
wrinkle.
I can only go by the figure I have
70?
here. But they have him listed as 70. Yeah, normally if they they go wrong, it's usually understating.
Yeah.
So I would say that in that case, it would be Constance. No, it wouldn't be Constance.
It'd
It'd
be
be
Lou?
Lou.
Be
That's
Lou.
who said 66. Yeah,
It's 2 in a row.
that's right. Yeah, Lou is the 2 for 2.
See, he was flipping. We couldn't get in touch with him. He was flipping through a book or something.
I don't think he's
Probably was. He's probably got a list.
Probably never wish he got in touch with me.
I agree with Tony. I don't think he's that old.
I'll check. We'll have to check the papers
I don't
tomorrow.
think he's that old either.
Oh, be quiet, Norma. Just because you're one of the few women surrounded by men, don't be a saucy miss and a flirt. Michael Dukakis is born today, November 3rd.
Why?
See, now I'm going
Why
to
is
settle
right?
back. Everybody's going to do bad jokes about Mike. Look, we got enough people who actually hold office now. We can make jokes about that. Leave poor Michael alone. Let's start with Norma. How old is Mike Dukakis on this day?
Dukakis?
Yeah, his birthday is November 3rd also. I'm sorry, what was that? Was that
What was
this?
that? That was me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
59. I don't know. He's probably 59.
59.
Probably older.
What do you think, Jack? Jack from New Hampshire?
Yeah, I'd say he's 56.
Okay, Jimmy.
58.
And Paul?
Yeah.
How old
56.
is 56? Okay. Constance?
58.
Same as Jimmy said.
Well,
Right.
that's what I said too.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That actually Jimmy said the same as what you said. Tony?
He's 58. I'll say 58 also.
58 also. Okay, Lou?
And it's, I guess, unanimous. He's 58.
58 years old. Okay, let's see how close any you came.
The hell was that?
That's very appropriate because that's the town clock at Coolidge Corner, Brookline.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack
First time
That
actually.
was that dumb State House clock that
Yeah.
you put up there.
It's actually a connotation that I'm going to get you real angry, Norm. Now, don't take offense. It was because he's a ding dong. It's just a bad joke. No, it was just a bad. I tried to go in for a drop in, but I'm in a different studio and I couldn't get it.
Okay, actually, Michael Dukakis is 58 years old today.
I think everybody should get a point for that.
Yeah.
See, that close, he's only counts in horseshoes.
Isn't he close to the age of...
The least he owes us.
I didn't get to you. All kind of dropped in lines, and I couldn't piece any of them together. So let's go to Ken Berry.
Who won that?
Ken Berry.
Oh, Jimmy, Constance, Tony, and Lou all said 58.
Ken Berry, that sounds very familiar.
Ken Berry, I believe,
He was
was on.
Captain Palmenter on F Troop.
Yeah.
Was he? Was he
And
on
Mayberry
Was he
RFD.
on? Was he on Mayberry
RFD?
Yeah.
He was,
RFD?
yes.
Also, that was
Yeah.
Ken Berry. He's an
He
actor,
starred with
singer.
Zazu Pitts on that.
Was she on that show?
No, but it's my favorite name.
Zazu Pitts.
Yeah, with Zazu Pitts was the pronunciation. But anyway, she died several years ago, and she was around when I was a kid, so the name doesn't sound as funny to me. But
She used to
anyway,
do deodorant commercial, didn't she?
What, about armpits?
Yeah, right, Zazu Pitts.
yeah.
Keep it in your sneaker, I think it was.
Is that you, Jimmy, doing the one-liners?
No, it's
It
Paul.
was that time, yeah.
Oh, that was you. Okay, but it's Paul also.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did we
Okay.
we just lose somebody?
No,
Ken, how old is Ken Berry, Paul?
Ken Berry. 57.
Okay, what do you think, Jim?
Ken Berry, 53.
Okay, nobody so far has said. It's hard to tell his age because Ken Berry is always in the sauce. Ken Berry in the sauce. Ken Berry sauce.
Ken Berry sauce.
If it's around Thanksgiving time, I thought that might be an appropriate bit of wild, ribald humor, but obviously it's a little too terribly hip and sophisticated.
It's a little
for the average man and woman.
Might be a little too blue for this show.
Blue for this show.
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
Ben Blue?
Yeah.
Don't be a turkey in the straw.
How about you, Norma? How old do you think Ken is?
54.
Is it windy Where you are, Norma?
No, that's me. It's a new
Could you
telephone.
No. Could you breathe maybe away from the phone?
I am away from it. It's a new phone, and the jack's funny.
Because the tacos you had last night
now
are
what?
really...
I don't eat tacos.
What? I'm sorry. What did you say? What was your guess again?
It was 54.
54.
Yeah.
I think maybe if you back away from the phone just a little bit, it might be better.
I have got it away from me.
Okay.
Like in the next street.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Put the phone down and you back away from Ed. Or Jack, anyway. Anyway, that didn't go over too well. Jack, what do you think?
It's a wild guess. 59.
You already said.
Hold on, Norma. You kind of cut him off when he was giving his guess.
Yeah,
Say
Norma,
that again.
mind your own business.
Who? Yep. Tell me again. Tell me what you said, Jack.
59.
59.
He said 57.
He just said 59. That's all I heard.
I heard 59 also.
59 is what I said.
Constance, what do you think?
60.
And Tony?
60.
60 also. And Lou?
I'll say 61.
61. Okay. Okay, here's the actual age as we check with the birth records. Ken Berry actually is 58 years old, which means that, let's see, Paul said 57, and Jack said 59, so they would both be the winners there in that one.
Was that Jack?
Yep. The crowd is really enthusiastic about that, yeah. Also, Lulu, I don't know whatever happened to Lulu. Remember the British singer? She was in To Sir With Love with Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, and she sang the song too.
Sure with love?
Yeah, she was in To Sir With Love. That's correct.
Give me the name again, please.
Lulu.
Oh, Lulu.
Yeah.
I thought you were stuttering.
You didn't think I was stuttering, Paul, at all. You just wanted to make bad jokes.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Lou, what do you how old is Lulu? It's Lou.
Lulu. I'm thinking of the cartoon, but
Little Lulu.
I don't know. I'll say 72.
Okay, little Lulu, as a matter of fact, in the cartoon, she used to that was for Kleenex, wasn't it? Was that not Little Lulu? They used.
I mean, just had a comic, didn't you?
It was a comic strip, but I mean, aside from that, at one point, they used the comic strip characters to sell Kleenex, I think. But that goes back. That's a whole other millennium.
That goes back to Lincoln's time.
That goes back to Lincoln's time. Bet Paul said that. I bet that was Paul who said that.
Guess? No, you don't have to point fingers.
No, I mean, I just think that when you have a gem coming out like that, I think everybody ought to know who you are.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Tony, how old would you say Lulu is?
I have no idea. Lou left with that 72. Leading the pack astray.
Yeah.
I'm stalling, you can tell.
I noticed that, yeah.
Is he looking this up?
No.
Hi, Tony.
Okay, how old is Lulu?
I can't read that number, Norm.
Okay, how old is he? Come on.
70.
70. You think that Lou set us astray by saying 72 and then you come out with 70?
Yeah.
That's much closer.
I see. Okay, Constance, what do you say?
71.
Okay, so do any of you know Lulu? Did you see to Sir
With
Love?
Keep going.
To Sir With Love? No, nobody saw that, did you? Anyway, Jack, what do you think?
No, Lulu's back in town.
Lulu is back in town.
Yeah, I saw her, and I think she looked to me like 73.
She looked at you like 73. Okay. Norma.
I don't even.
That's my imitation of Norma.
What the heck is that?
I don't know what that was. That was Norma. That was Norma breathing.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. Not me this time.
Okay. How old is Lulu?
Oh, I don't even know who she is.
Well, she's thrilled with you, too. Just give an age.
60?
64.
64.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea who it is.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
You can tell.
Jimmy, what do you think?
Well, I think I got this one wrapped. I think they're way over. And she made this movie when she was just in her early 20s, or if that at all. I think she's probably about 47.
47. Okay. What do you think, Paul?
I will say 47 also.
Okay. All right,
With
let's.
that way off, he can get a point too. That's why he said it.
Absolutely.
First impulse.
Okay, Lou. Let's check the actual birth records and find out how old Lulu is today.
Please
November
make a
3rd.
note of it.
That's right. Make a note of it. She is 43 years old.
She's 43.
Okay.
She did. See, Lou. See what you did.
Well, I really set
Oh.
that one off, huh?
I should have went with my first impulse. I was going to say 42.
43.
Yeah,
72.
so Paul and Jimmy both said 47, so they were the winners there.
I know she was in the 40s.
43-year-old lady being described as 72, 73.
Jack, I know
Oh,
Jack said she looked like
she'd probably
73.
want to slap me in the face.
Jack likes going out with older women.
the way Jack said.
She had a hit song with To Sir With Love, too. She was in the movie, too.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and I thought that the fact that she was into Sir With Love
Sidney
would be a hint,
Poitier.
but I suppose you wouldn't have known
Sidney
unless.
Poitier was the teacher.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have known that it was that she was a student or anything. You wouldn't
Did
know
she
the part
sing
she
that
played.
song to Sir with Love?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
And that
Anyone
was
delay, Paul, or something?
And that was
Who is Lulu? What is she?
She's an English
I
actress.
never heard of her.
well. Hey, you're up in Laconia, New Hampshire. What do you hear of up there?
Lindbergh landed, by the way.
Okay, let's go to.
Where did he land?
I think we got a bunch of Roberts from Everett here today, or maybe one.
Help me out.
Do the one about the he's up in Alaska selling refrigerators to the Eskimos. Do that one again. Thank you. Okay, Roseanne Arnold, who used to be Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr.
Her birthday's today also, November 3rd. Let's start with let's see. Let's start with Norma with this one. How old is Roseanne Barr Arnold?
I'm going to say 38.
38. Okay. Jack?
I didn't hear the question.
Why is that?
Well, because I'm in Laconia. We don't get our communication is terrible.
Okay, Roseanne Arnold. Roseanne Barr Arnold.
Never heard of her. I'll pass.
Are you serious?
I never heard of her.
The comic who's got the top-rated TV show in the business?
No hints, Norm.
Roseanne. Well, I mean,
She's also known for her Star Spangled Banner.
It's my turn, is that right? 28. Whoever she is.
Oh God.
Gotta live in a cave.
Constance, what do you think?
Where's he been?
Well, she might be listening. I didn't want to hurt her feelings.
What's that?
Did he give his?
No, he didn't. He wanted to know who she was, and then he went out to the ocean there to drown himself. What do you think,
I
Constance?
think she's around 40.
40. Around 40. Okay.
She's around something, that's for sure.
She's a round woman. How about you, Tony? What do you say? How old is Roseanne?
39.
I don't want to do it.
Oh, come on.
Don't make
Bring some sensibility to the show. Leave.
Some sensibility.
39.
She's 39. Okay.
Well, that's what.
Is that her waist or her age?
You don't even know who she is, Jack.
I
What are you
know
making?
it. I thought I saw that.
Speaking of Jack, 39 is what Tony,
What a half-hearted.
said.
Jeez.
I know. Well, I just don't. I don't feel like it, Mary. Oh, this really stinks today, doesn't it? Huh?
Oh,
This whole game is just going right down the toilet.
Take it away.
Oh, shut up.
Well, who was that?
That's another one doing stand up.
That's Bob Raleigh.
Lou, what do you think? Well,
I'll go with 38.
38. Okay.
Make it close.
Okay, you said the same as what Norma said. And anybody who says the same as what Norma says is
Get it.
running into very deep
Should be.
trouble. Okay, Paul, what do you say?
35.
35. And Jimmy?
She is a corpulent and obese 41.
Okay, but if she were thinner, she would be younger, do you think?
I doubt it.
I see. Okay. Okay, actually, Roseanne Barr Arnold is 39. 39.
Oh, no.
Good for you, Tony.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tony is the winner at 39.
Wise guy.
Okay, James Reston. You probably never heard of him,
No.
Jack, either.
No,
Oh, Lou said that.
No, I don't.
James Reston used to write for the New York Times, a top-flight political writer.
Until what? He passed away?
No, he's retired now. He's still alive. Otherwise, we wouldn't be guessing his age.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And he bought a newspaper on the Cape, and he may be living down there. I know his son, I believe, is the editor and the publisher of the paper now. I think he's James Reston Jr. or the
He
third
may be
or
listening
something.
to this show.
He could very well be listening, and probably is, to get an idea of the feel of America's common man.
He may.
Did you say he bought a newspaper or a newspaper like at a store?
No, a regular.
That's the way you said it.
That's right. He bought a newspaper.
Well, you know, I might have been walking down the street in Hyannis and.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
No, that's right. He bought a newspaper and a candy bar. Then he went to the movies. Okay, how old is
and just think, Norm, if he is listening and he's like, oh, listen, and waking up the family saying, hey, look, my name's in the birthday game.
That's right, yeah, he's probably thrilled.
Yeah.
He's probably saying, more people have heard of me now than when I got a byline in the New York Times.
He's resting comfortably.
Sure.
Didn't they name a town after him in Virginia?
Oh, don't, please. Oh, for God's sakes, please. Okay, let's start with Tony. James Reston, how old would you say he is?
Well, if he's retired, that might be a hint. 72.
72. Okay, Constance.
75.
I thought you were going to say, what did Jimmy guess?
What?
Okay, Lou, what do you think?
You haven't asked him yet.
How about 68?
68. Okay, Jack?
73.
Norma?
My first impulse was the same as Tony's, 72.
72. That's good stuff going with your first impulse. Because your second impulse really sucks.
Your first impulse was really sucks. I love it.
That sounds terrible.
Doesn't it, though? I wanted to be shocking, which is why I said that. I don't normally talk that way. I just wanted you to go, what? What? No.
Woke a few people up.
Yeah. Jimmy, what do you think?
James Reston.
I'm going to say 71.
71. Okay. And Paul?
I believe he's a 76.
A76.
A76.
Well, better yet, what is 76?
Okay, now when you said he's a 76, you sounded like a tailor. Hello, I'm
That's
looking
Roseanne
at you.
Barry was talking about.
I'm looking at you.
That's right.
And you're a 76, the waist, you're 76 long, I think.
Roseanne Barr is a 76 short.
Oh, we're back to Roseanne Barr again. Okay. You want to do any Charles Bronson jokes or Bob Feller? We haven't closed the books on this thing yet. Okay, James Reston, let's actually check and find out how old he really is. That's the sound of, what is that, a computer or a typewriter?
I have it. It's labeled here as electronic teletype.
Electronic teletype,
See?
I see. Newspaper, electronic teletype.
Relabel it as a bad sound.
That's really nice.
Are you through with Bob Feller yet?
No, he's 3 more after we get through Michael Dukakis and Ken Berry. We'll do him.
You know, when Amelia Earhart never found her luggage.
Yeah, well, back to Bob Feller. Old Satchel Paige, you got 2 seconds I can say this?
No.
Satchel Paige is at the bat and
No, I said
throws that fastball.
No, I said no, Jack.
Oh, you said no?
Yeah, I said no, Jack. It was very emphatic. It was definite. I even kicked my foot down against the ground while I said it. No, I said.
Well, see, we people in the North Country don't pay too much attention to you city folks.
That's right. Oh, to anything for that matter. What do you do? Lie around in the grass with a little hay in your teeth?
Here to vote every time.
Tony?
Piece of grass in the teeth.
Tony?
Paul?
This will probably be the last call you'll accept from New Hampshire.
Maybe.
Maybe the last call we'll accept from anywhere.
Maybe the last call will both be accepted for a long time.
While you guys were talking, I was writing out my letter of resignation. I've had enough of talk radio for man to last me for the rest of my life.
Last call was at 2 a.m.
We'll sign it.
You need a witness?
Okay.
I saw it.
The actual age of James Reston. We've already done the
We already
sound
did,
effects.
yeah.
That's
Can you
right.
believe
Too.
that?
Is what?
Is 82. years old, which means that Paul, who said 76, is the closest. Now, he's 82.
Oh, Norm threw us a curveball on that one. He said retired.
Well, he is retired.
I know, but everybody thinks of 65, so, you know.
I don't
thought
know.
of 76.
No, what happens, you mean, when you get to be 80, suddenly you're out of retirement?
No, not necessarily.
You're too old. You're past retirement.
I see, past retirement. So I shouldn't have said he's retired. I should have just said he's an old guy.
He's been retired for
Should
a
have said
while.
he's almost dead.
You should have said he didn't just retire.
I didn't say he just retired. I said he was retired.
I know.
And I wasn't even talking about his age. I was talking about the fact he just went to bed. He couldn't stand this program anymore.
He was resting. He was resting.
He bought a newspaper and he retired for the night.
He was resting. Very good. I like that.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I could give you one more, but
I don't know if I can stand it.
Yeah, I don't know if I can stand it either. But we can try. This is a singer, Adam Ant. Do you know that name? Anybody? A-N-T. Okay.
Adam who?
What's the name?
Adam Ant.
Adam Ant.
We're separating the old folks from the young folks with this one. Okay, let's start with Paul. How old is singer Adam Ant, Paul?
Adam Ant.
And let's do an ad. You want to do an ad joke first?
No, the place will be rated.
Rated, I get it. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We're going to vote on this?
Okay.
27.
27 years old. And Jimmy, what do you think?
Oh, he's not over the hill yet. He's 36.
36. Okay. And Norma?
I have no idea who this person is.
Oh, what a surprise.
I'm going to have to say,
That's
if
a
he's
shocker.
that young, right?
Huh?
If he's that young, I'm going to say 30.
Yeah, well, if he's that young, you're going to say 30. And if he's not that young, do you have an alternative guess?
Yeah, 87.
Okay.
I'd go with 87.
Okay, and what is he going to do when he's 87? Adam Ant, 87 years old today.
He's going to crawl.
The twist.
You step on him.
Could you be 87 and call yourself Adam Ant still? I think he'll change his name.
Sure, why not?
Like Adam Antwerp or something.
Yeah, that's right, too. Yeah, Ant doesn't, it sounds like a shortened name, like
Killer.
Killer, he may be. That's right.
Killer Ant.
Jack, what do you think? You know, not that I'm interested.
How do you spell it? A-U-N-T?
No, A-N-T, as in
A-N-T?
the insect.
Never heard of well, at any rate, I'll make a wild guess. 31.
Oh, that
I don't
is.
even know who he is.
I've heard of wild guesses in my life. That is the wildest.
Yeah.
Guy goes out on a limb, doesn't he?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Who is he, anyway?
Adam Ant.
He's a punk rocker.
He's a pitcher for the...
He's Bob Feller's cousin.
Yeah.
Bob
Yeah.
Feller? Yeah.
And he pitches for the New Jersey
They
Colonels.
used to say, who's on the hill today for the Indians? And it was Adam Ant instead of Bob Feller.
Is he the guy who's on first?
Constance, what do you think?
I'll go with 30.
You know what? I have this feeling. I have a feeling that I'm talking.
He's in a lot of crossword
That I'm not
puzzles, Adam
talking, but not finishing a sentence.
He's in a lot of crossword puzzles?
Adam Ant? Yeah. I do crossword puzzles. That's one of my things. I've never come across his name in a crossword puzzle. Never.
Picnics a lot.
I do a lot of. You don't do them in TV Guide.
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's true.
Well, those are the tough ones. That's why I know them.
Oh,
Those
that's
TV
right.
Guide
That's
ones.
right. No, I wouldn't know those yet. No, I just have a feeling that I'm sitting here in a room surrounded by 200 Wolfies.
Oh, please, that's an insult.
Yeah.
Don't bet on it.
Okay.
Hello, Uncle Normie.
Okay.
He's not so bad.
Tony, what do you think?
Oh, well, beyond the fact that the man can lift 25 times his own weight.
That's right.
And
he walks around with bread in his mouth.
And if he married someone with the last name of Uncle, you think your name would be like Mary Aunt Uncle?
Yes.
Our Uncle Aunt?
Yes, I would think so. Yes, I would think so. Sure.
That's a 37.
He's a 37.
Yeah, 37.
37 short. Okay.
Very short.
Okay.
Name like Aunt.
Okay, what do you
You're back
think, Lou?
into the rag business again.
What's that, please?
I said you were back in the rag business. 37 short, 76 short. Jeez.
And that's being in the rag business, eh?
thread business.
I see.
File that one somewhere, will you?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I'm going to go back to sleep.
What do you think, Lou?
How about 35?
How about it? How about it?
If it makes you happy, then it's okay with us. Okay, 35. Anybody want to begin this all over again?
Can you believe that it's almost quarter to, and this game feels like it's gone absolutely nowhere. I can't believe we've been playing this long.
Norm, I gave up a good dream for this.
You're just, you know...
And you've caused our nightmare, Paul.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Did you ask Jack?
No, I didn't ask Jack, and I'm not planning to.
And I won't answer you anyway.
And, that's right. And I'm sorry I even asked you.
Huh?
I mean... No, let's get the correct age of Adam Ant. Okay. The actual age of Adam Ant is 37 years old.
All right.
Tony hit it right on the button. Okay. Let's review.
Tally up those scores.
We have a recap.
Who is that guy?
He's someone.
Norm,
You kind of yes, Matt.
may I take a second now to wish Tony a long and happy marriage?
Me too.
Yeah, go right ahead.
You heard it, Tony.
Thank you. And thank you to Jimmy who said me too.
That's right.
Of course, if it's
I'll
not
second that.
if it's an unhappy marriage, it'll seem a whole lot longer. I read that in some book
I
somewhere.
May
hope
as well
it's
have
a
happy
happy
marriage. He doesn't
marriage.
have many happy birthday games lately.
I've got that embroidered
Gotta
on my.
look for something, I know.
I've got that embroidered on my
Why don't we
doily.
guess how old Tony is?
Can we have a recap?
Why don't
Tony's 25.
we just tally this thing up? Why don't we just
You're
do
wrong,
that?
Norma.
Okay. Do you think we have
I'm
too
wrong?
many? We
Yeah.
have too many people playing this game.
I don't know what it is. It
Norm,
wouldn't have
who's
mattered.
running
Everybody's
this show?
talking. Everybody's
You or us?
shut up. Everybody's talking all at once. This has got to be
I
the
don't know.
biggest jumble of sound that nobody can decipher of any program I've ever done in my entire life, and I've done some really bad ones.
What did you just say?
I don't know.
What did he say?
Paul has. Let's see. Paul has 3. Yeah, you even guessed Lulu. That's very good,
Surprised.
Paul. Yeah. Okay, Paul has won 3. Jimmy has 2. Norma has
1.
1. Yeah.
And a fine one.
Jack has 1, but a tough one. But a tough one.
Is there a booby prize?
Yeah, you're it.
Thanks.
Paul is spewing venom.
Oh, jeez. Constance.
Tough night.
Constance has 2.
Oh,
Tony has
3.
3, and Lou also has 3.
Uh-oh.
So that's very good. Tony and Lou are tied for the win.
No,
Both
No,
of them
so
are-
is
I'm in there also.
so is Paul.
I'm
Regrettably.
sorry, and Paul has 3 also. That's correct.
Regrettably, yes.
That's right. Yes.
A tiebreaker?
Well, I don't have another one.
Let's have a tiebreaker.
Let's guess how old I am.
I don't think so, Paul.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I really don't think so. Our hearts are not in it.
Pull one from next week. You got anything?
Well, wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Look at it this way. But then again, you can look at it this way. No, seriously, folks. Tony and Lou are company men.
That's correct.
Well, that leaves me as the only non-company person
That's right, too. So normally you could win on your own just by that.
on my own 2 feet.
But
Yeah.
not tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, but not tonight because we don't want to give you a prize in the worst way. I don't want to send you anything. I don't have the heart
Hey,
for it.
Cobra, to return the venom.
I tell you what, I'll give you the name of one more person, and only you 3 will guess. Okay, let's do Roy Rogers, whose birthday is Tuesday the 5th.
whose birthday?
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers.
Isn't he dead and stuffed?
Yes, he is, and he's on my mantelpiece right this very moment. He's looking at me, and his tongue is out, pointing toward you.
Or is that Dale Evans who's stuffed?
Okay, Paul.
Yes.
Paul.
This is real bad.
Okay, how old is Roy Rogers?
Well, Dale is 79.
Okay, this is, of course, will be his birthday next Tuesday. What do you think?
I'm going to say 79 also.
79 also for Roy Rogers. Okay, and Tony, what do you think?
80.
80? That's so dainty the way you said that.
Oh.
80. What do you
80.
think? What do you think, Lou?
78.
78.
Uh-oh.
This is it.
Okay, here's the magic tie-breaking moment when we find out that the actual age of Roy Rogers is 79.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you very
Gonna
much.
give Paul a prize?
What a bummer.
Yeah,
My wife said the same thing.
70, 79
I
years old.
think Paul knew it ahead of time.
Yeah, you think he's probably, and I don't mean to insult you too much, Paul, but you're probably a Roy Rogers fan.
I have to leave this game under protest to the league commissioner because Charles Bronson is not 70 years old.
Me too.
So this game is being left under protest.
Okay. We'll try to check it out and get the actual age. Should it be
Once you get
different?
the gift off to me, Norm, I don't care how much they protest.
That's right, too. As long
Well, the
as you,
gift is held because of it, right?
as Ronald Reagan once said, as long as I get mine, what the heck? I knew that would be greeted with total silence. We only do bad Mike Dukakis jokes around here.
Don't you even get a Bob Raleigh pen for a booby prize or something?
Bob Raleigh, eh? No, Bob has his own pens, and he
I
gives them
know.
alone. I don't even know where he keeps them.
Oh.
I do know that when he gets them, he goes down 5 flights below this level, puts on a lead jacket,
Oh, boy.
yeah, and
There's all
carries.
chains and the crocodile
That's
mode.
right, and carries a combat rifle with him. So I don't know where he's going, but that's where he keeps his pens.
We ought to send out.
Probably keeps them in his sneakers.
Keeps them in his sneakers. You get the tie-in with the commercial.
I think so.
Okay.
Tie-in sneakers. Is that another one? Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, really.
Okay, we'll get Paul's address in just a moment so we can send him something really tacky.
Hey, let's get him a dress. He needs a new wardrobe.
Okay. Hey, Jimmy, thank you very much for playing the game with us.
Always a pleasure, Norm.
I want to talk to Jack before you get to him.
No, we'll see you later, Norma.
That was
shouldn't have-
Constance.
Oh, that was Constance.
Poor
who
Norma,
said
you
that.
cut
Oh,
Norma.
Norma, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut her off. Yes, I guess I did mean to cut her
meant
off.
to cut her off.
I did mean to cut. I'm sorry, Norma, and thank you for playing the game. Sorry,
Can I
did that.
cut Constance off? Will you give me the pleasure?
No.
Yeah.
I want to ask Jack.
Thank you very much for playing the game, Con. We've had enough of you for one day. Thanks a
That
whole
felt
lot.
good. Now I know what it feels like when you're cutting people off.
It feels good. It really does
It
feel
does.
good. At
It
times it really
does.
feels nice. Jack, thank you very much for playing the game with us.
It's good to be with you.
Good night, Jack.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Jack. And also, let me see. Who else is
Me and Lou.
Oh, Lou. Okay. Thank you very much, Lou. Take care.
Alrighty.
Okay. All righty there. And we have Paul on the line who'll talk with you.
And I'll go in there. Thanks a lot,
Tony.
Norm.
Okay. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Norm.
Okay. Hold on. And Paul and Tony will get your name and address.
And do nothing with it.
And we'll do nothing with it. We'll break it up into small little pieces, flush it down the toilet, and that'll be the end of you and the whole game.
Norm,
Yes.
did you get the message from Tony regarding January 19th?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you'll be in touch,
Yes.
one way or the other.
One way or the other.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, and we'll be back in just a moment, but first...
Hi, this is Steve Allen. Let me share a letter from a Mrs. P.D. of Seymour, Indiana, who was a long-time cigarette smoker. Quote, "The Resolve cigarette substitute is a godsend. I smoked 41 years and never quit for one day before. I don't think I'll ever smoke again." End quote. She wrote about the stop smoking kit discovered in Switzerland called Resolve. It contains no drugs or nicotine. Instead of cigarettes, you inhale on a long-lasting substitute that's never lit. Enjoy its taste until you're rid of nicotine addiction. A supply of special filters and an audio cassette of me interviewing Dr. Margaret Seidman, an ex-smoker, helps all the way. Get Resolve and quit smoking or money back.
A Resolve kit plus extra filters is $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Send a $22.95 check to Resolve, P.O. Box 9113, Boston, Mass. 02134. That's $22.95 to Resolve, P.O. Box 9113, Boston, Mass. 02134.
Hi there, Tom. How are things going?
Hello, Russ. Well, they're just fine. My remodeling crew has been right out straight. Yourself?
Couldn't be better, since I found a new source for doors and windows.
You mean my secret isn't a secret anymore? Since you've discovered the door and window specialist at J&C Adams?
You bet. Adams has the inventory, their prices are right, and they have free delivery right to my job site.
Discover the builder's secret. J&C Adams, with the fall nip in the air and with the holidays just around the corner, it's the perfect time to update the interior of your home. At Brosco Louver, panel or high-style wood mirror bifold closet doors or mirrored bypass and swinging doors. They're at Brosco, stair parts, and classic Morgan colonial panel doors and fireplace mantles, too. J&C Adams is a leading millwork specialist and one of the region's largest stocking Brosco and Morgan retailers. Call the Adams toll-free interior door and millwork quote line, 1-800-446-0303. There's always free delivery. J&C Adams welcomes Visa and MasterCard. J&C Adams is listed in the yellow pages under doors and windows.
Join WBZ AM 1030 and Jordan Marsh for an enchanted evening to benefit Children's Hospital. Get a sneak preview of the Enchanted Village at Jordan Marsh Downtown Crossing with a special reception on Wednesday, November 13th at 7:30 p.m. Your evening includes cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, live entertainment, a chance to meet WBZ radio personalities, and you'll be one of the first to see this year's Enchanted Village. You can get your tickets to this very special event with a $15 per person donation to the Children's Hospital Fund. For more information or to order tickets, call 617-782-1030. 617-782-1030. Help Children's Hospital and come share the magic of the holiday season in the Enchanted Village at Jordan Marsh Downtown Crossing, November 13th. From WBZ AM 1030. This weekend marks the beginning of what should be the biggest carpet and rug sale ever held in Massachusetts. It's the Carpet Giants' first time ever half-price sale. Here's how it works. All three local carpet giants in Saugus, Norwood, and Avon will be cutting the price of every single roll in stock. Every color, every style, every size by a full 50%. Whether it's inexpensive do-it-yourself commercial carpets or thick luxury Treviera XPS from Queen, the carpet that's guaranteed not to mat down for 5 full years, you'll find it on sale at a full 50% off all this weekend. In addition, all the Giants area rugs, Oriental rugs, and remnants are on sale as well. Look for details in the Giants' colorful 4-page insert in this Sunday's Boston Globe. The biggest carpet and rug sale of the year begins this weekend at all Carpet Giants. In Saugus on Route 1 North next to Staples. In Norwood on Route 1 South next to Simone's Flowers. And in Avon next to Jordan's Furniture. It's an unbelievable half-price sale, so don't miss it.
Okay, let's do the weather. I think that'd be kind of nice. It's 6 minutes before 4 here at WBZ. The 5-day WBZ AccuWeather forecast calls for a possibility of some sprinkles, although it's fairly dry here. Mostly we've had fog during the night. The temperature outside our WBZ studios at this moment is 52 degrees. On Sunday, sunny to partly cloudy with high temperatures in the mid-50s. So that sounds, Sunday sounds like a nice day, eh? Sunday night, increasing clouds, the lows about 40. Monday, mostly cloudy in the morning, becoming sunny in the afternoon, the highs in the mid-40s. Cool day on Tuesday as well, but under mostly sunny skies. Temperatures getting no higher on Tuesday than the mid-40s. Also, Wednesday getting back up to the mid-50s under partly sunny skies, but somewhat breezy. And, of course, today we'll be broadcasting the New England Patriots Buffalo Bills game. They'll be playing out of Buffalo. And the forecast for the Patriots game calls for snow showers with the temperatures in the 30s and rather brisk weather out there. We have a new program that starts this morning, Neil Chiette's Looking at the Law. WBZ's Neil Chiette, whose feature Looking at the Law airs daily on WBZ Radio. He does a feature for us each day. And now we'll be with you Sunday mornings, every Sunday morning, starting this morning from 7 until 9 o'clock in the morning. That was the spot occupied by Dr. Howard Smith, who has gone off to the West Coast, or will be going soon, to pursue other activities. That always sounds like somebody's just been fired. They always use that line. But Dr. Green actually did get has another opportunity on the West Coast, and on his own was going out there. We'll miss him. I thought he always did a good job and is a very, very decent man. So we'll miss you, and we'll be welcoming Neil Chayat looking at the law this morning from 7 to 9. Good chance to get free legal advice. What you need to know about the law. How does the law affect your life? How can you use the law to help you solve problems? How can you use the law to buy candy? I don't know why I said that. Anyway, Neil Chayat cares. Oh, he cares so desperately, and he wants to help you answer questions. He'll be taking your calls and answering your questions. It all begins this morning. So this is the first edition. The program this morning is very special. It's the very first edition. You get big bucks for it if you save it. Be sure to listen and call in. Looking at the Law, Sunday morning edition, only from Boston's news station, WBZ AM 1030.
Patrick Palladino Jr. of Winchester, Massachusetts, is telling us about his skin problems.
My rash was red and blotchy. It was itching, and it would be very uncomfortable just to stand and work. It was sore and very irritated.
But Patrick Palladino got relief using Triple Action Gold Bond medicated powder.
And then I came across Gold Bond powder, and that seemed to help right away. When you put it on, it's cool, it's comfortable. The tingling effect was very soothing.
Gold Bond's Triple Action is like 3 great powders in one. It has the absorbing action of powder, the medicating action of a proven itch fighter, and the drying action of zinc oxide. That's Triple Action Gold Bond.
And when I put on the Gold Bond powder, I get relief almost immediately. The itching goes away quite rapidly, and it's one of the few products that you can buy, that I can buy, that I get an instant gratification from. It works that fast for me.
Try Triple Action Gold Bond medicated powder. Use only as directed. Available at CVS, today's neighborhood drugstore.
I don't have corns or bunions, but when I wear sneakers, my feet feel terrible. Hot, sweaty, burning, sore, and they smell as bad as they feel.
There's a simple solution. Keep it in your sneaker.
What do you mean?
Keep it in your sneaker, a specially formulated powder for common foot problems like yours. It starts in seconds to put out that fiery feeling and stop odors, too. It cools and soothes and relieves with its special ingredients.
That's terrific.
That's not all. Keep it in your sneaker helps break the cycle of friction, sweating, and discomfort.
How?
Your feet are loaded with sweat glands. Friction causes more sweating. That excess moisture can cause real problems, even promote athlete's foot fungi.
What's Keep It in Your Sneaker do?
Breaks the cycle, first by reducing friction, then by drying out excess moisture.
Does this stuff quit after a few minutes?
No way. Just shake it on your socks and sneakers and on your feet. It keeps working while you're working out.
Hey, my feet feel great. I'm using this every day.
Keep it in your sneaker powder. Relieves sore, burning feet. Stops odors, too. Use only as directed. Available at all Brooks drugstores.
News coming up in about a minute, and then we'll take some more calls for the next 25 minutes, 35 minutes or so. We'll be on until about 4:35 at 254-1030, area code 617. On this very date, November 3rd, the first automobile show in the United States opened at New York's Madison Square Garden under the auspices of the Automobile Club of America. First auto show. That's become big stuff. Big auto shows all over the country, including a couple in Boston each year. Do you know what year that was? November 3rd, what year? The first automobile show. Hey, we'll talk about that and take your calls after the news.
Don't wait to be in the know. Depend on WBZ Boston for the information you need when you need it. Only from Boston's news station, WBZ AM 1030.
And a good morning from the WBZ 24-hour traffic network. Right now we are seeing very light volume on the roadways. What we do is some heavy fog in some spots, so do keep that in mind if you are traveling about. That could cause you some visibility problems. To stay under the speed limit to avoid any kind of mishap. Leaving the city, we've got a report of a minor accident on the Mass Pike heading westbound right by the TV towers. Not causing much of a factor. That isn't a breakdown lane. Do watch out for that, though. We're at downtown Boston. We're in fine shape. Lower deck, Tobin, the airport tunnels, Central Artery, all wide open, and the expressway looking good heading to and from Braintree. Northbound, just watch out for a work crew by Mass Ave. Lou Ianazzo, WBZ 24-hour traffic network.
A sprinkle in spots this evening, then becoming clear tonight, a low 44. Tomorrow, a good deal of sunshine and cool, high 55. Increasing cloudiness tomorrow night, low 40. Monday, a cold day with morning clouds and some afternoon sun, a high temperature only 45. The Patriots travel to Buffalo tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be blustery and cold with snow showers and temperatures in the 30s. Our long-range forecast, Tuesday mostly sunny and chilly, high 45. Wednesday partly sunny, breezy, and a bit milder, high 54. I'm WBZ AccuWeather meteorologist Dave Bowers.
The temperature in Boston now is 52 degrees. I'm trying to sound like they do on public radio. They always, notice how cool they sound? They get very close to the microphone and they talk very cool, very hip. It's 52 degrees. Time is 7 after 4 o'clock, and that's an educational thought. I'll be back in a moment, but first, let's sound a little more commercial. Yes.
Norm Nathan, he's the talk of the town. Lift you up when you're down. Norm Nathan on WBZ in Boston. Here's Norm.
Thank you very much. No, don't applaud too loud, because they do that on commercial stations. We're cool. It's 7 after 4 o'clock. Anyway, it is 52. It's a nice, mild, lovely morning, and it's nice to have you with us. We'll take calls for the next half hour at 254-1030. Area code is 617. I mentioned before the news, I left you with this provocative thought. I guess provocative isn't quite. When the first automobile show was held, it was held at Madison Square Garden under the auspices of the Automobile Club of America, very first auto show in America. And it was held on November 3rd, which is today's date, which is why I brought it up. But the actual year was 1900. You wouldn't have thought there were enough cars to fill up an auto show. But anyway, that's what happened.
Ooh, I wasn't sure the auto history answer was going to make it, but the radio gods graced us with just enough tape. Before we go, please like, subscribe, and share, and enjoy this bonus PSA and commercial.
Now, a message from President George Bush.
Today, America is making real progress putting an end to illegal drug use. That's because everyone is getting involved. Parents, teachers, students, employers, and employees. People everywhere participating in community programs. Illegal drugs is everyone's responsibility. It'll take time, but America is turning off drugs because Americans are making it happen.
Brought to you by the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Time Life Music presents the greatest collection of Christmas songs ever assembled.
Hark the herald angels sing.
Chestnuts.
You get 50 original Christmas classics performed by such great superstars as Perry Como, Lena Horne, Harry Belafonte, Dolly Parton, Elvis Presley, and many more. You get them all on 3 LPs, 2 long play cassettes, and now on 2 compact discs. To order, call 1-800-535-4800. Only Time Life brings you Bing Crosby's White Christmas, the most popular recording of all time. 50 songs on 3 records, 2 long play cassettes, just $19.99. And now for the first time on compact disc, only $26.99 plus shipping and handling. Time Life's Treasury of Christmas. To order, call 1-800-535-4800. 1-800-535-4800.
Closing the vault and leaving this world a little sillier than we found it. For Wind Tunnel Impressions, Tom and Russ, J&C Adams, Florine Mark, Weight Watchers, Call for Action, the Massachusetts Bar Association, Stuffed Items on your mantelpiece, Zazu Pitts, Letters of Resignation, the New Jersey Colonels, Dainty Ages, Booby Prizes, Happy Second Marriages, Big Jumbles of Sound, Steve Allen, Resolve Stop Smoking Kits, The Enchanted Village, Jordan Marsh, Carpet Giant, Dr. Howard Smith, Neil Chayette, Caring Desperately, Lottery Numbers, Wolfie, Peter Mead, Dave Bowers, Lou Ianazzo, and the public radio voice of commercial radio, Norm Nathan. I'm Tony Nesbitt.